Hey fellas, welcome to Endless Space 2. It's a game I've been meaning to show for a while, because I really like it. It's a fun Civilization-style game set in space, made by Amplitude Studios, the guys who are making Humankind right now. I just kind of sat down to play, and I thought, well, I may as well record it. I'm going to be here anyway. And so, there I am. This is first turn. The only thing I've really done so far is looked at my system and thought, wow, what a gold mine. It's full of greenery. Standard opening, build up some industry. The only difference is I decided to push Xeno-industrial infrastructure to the front instead of cerebral reality, because this is plus 30 per planet, because it's plus 10 per planet, plus 10 per Ferdome, plus 10 per temperate, and we have 3 of those. So they'll give us plus 90 early on, which is a decent advantage to have. Send our little patrol ship out this way. We'll also crank the difficulty up to, I think it's the difficulty below hardest, so we might die. Or we're just going to have those 2 ships early on. Forgot to research stuff. It's a great 4X. None of you have played it. I recommend just all the time, everywhere. We're going to get public-private partnerships also, because it'll give us plus 30 per planet as well. We're also going to get... We have a source of Hyperium on our world. And also a source of titanium. So that one's going in our back pocket for things we have to colonize at some point. Then we'll get the super spuds. This is just a really good starting system. And we'll probably wind up colonizing Bundus 3 after I look at the anomaly to make sure I don't... We'll put that on idle for right now. I want the plasma metallurgy. And then probably sustainable farms. Nothing too crazy. And we'll be able to rush this pretty good, because these 3 planets are such a good start. I don't know. Well, that's really lucky. I've really got no special settings for this. I've just got, well, regular settings on this. There's nothing that could be better than that. Like, I literally cannot think of a thing which would be better to find than that. So I'm hoping that the trade-off for finding all this good stuff is not immediate annihilation. And there we see the connection between there. And it's just that's a cool one, actually. It's just this gas giant. And whatever that is. I love the little intro cinematics. So many Terran planets right next to each other. I mean, this is a gold mine and inside a cul-de-sac. We are very well protected here at the end of our spiral. I gotta make sure I pass the right laws too. We are going to pass the New Colony Act as soon as we can, because we are going to be colonizing the hell out of this place. Like, I almost don't know how to stress how good this this start has been. Yeah, I'll gladly throw some money down just to make this thing colonize faster. The real question is, what lies at the edge of this system? It's one of the bigger maps. It's got the 10-player galaxy with the AI set to the difficulty below hardest, which I think is... No, I haven't set the too difficult. I think it's like one above hard, because I've been having an easy time with them so far. Yeah, they're already punching up a bit. So it gives them a bit of a bonus to industry and other stuff. We have Dmitry Lenko, our hero, sort of running this area right now, trying to get these things set up. It's kind of a long route. We're kind of pinned up in there. It's good for safety. Anyway, so there are paths you can take your empire down. We will probably go with the Intimidate. The Punisher drives are decent, and the Galaxy is hostile. Gives us a little bit extra Hyperium. And some locals, I think. Just gonna... knock that down a few pegs. Yeah, apply... Okay, there we go. What was I watching last night? Spread out a bit. We could turn Lonica into a Bastion world. Please don't just be like a ridiculously long. What in the hell? Tunneled slip gates. Plus 1 star system trade value on. We'll have to make sure we run some trade through there at some point. It's kind of out of the way, so we'll probably have to put our own company in there. And I think I'm going to go for an industry rush. Because it always seems to work a little bit better for me when I play the United Empire. Alright, we'll just drones, cerebral. We'll just do that for now. Oops. Yeah. It works. Soon we'll be able to basically triple that. Where are they all going? Minus 200. It's another cul-de-sac system. It's just a little weird. Fairly cold system. Is that a Dyson sphere? Cool. Find all kinds of stars. I love it. Protostar. Yellow, binary. And our crazy blue star with all of its habitable planets. I've got quite a bit of confidence actually with how this is growing. Yeah, see, that already dropped it from 5 to 2. Two to 4. Cerebral reality only gives 15 and 10. I'm actually going to pop this up higher and go ahead and colonize both. Because each one gives us a bonus of 30. No, 30? Yeah, 30, which means plus 30 from Zeno Industrial Infrastructure, so we can quickly add another 60 on top and nearly double our industry. In the first 20 turns. Which I'm certain there are some who can do more optimally than me, but that's probably the best I've literally ever done. I'm actually really liking this long string of stars. It's going to be really useful for when we start setting up trading companies that lead from probably Bundes, where the headquarters is probably going to wind up being, to like Scythe or something. And that will start really pumping out the money. Ah, fuck. Well, we're going to have to deal with that.
Welcome to the Sophonoty. There are some among us who doubt your intellectual chops. Please, prove them wrong.
Alright, Sophone's not a terrible fellow to meet first turn.
Speak.
So the next fleet is 2032 and 67. It is probably time to build an actual spaceship that kills things. Go. I'm gonna go with we're gonna go with the basic opals for now. Because they are cheaper to produce and they are not missiles. And I don't like torpedoes on early ships. This is basically a scout ship that's built for exploration. But we're gonna rack a couple guns onto the thing and hope that it works. Support module. These are basically over-glorified garrison ships. I could tear one off and just leave it like that, and you could probably build one a turn. It has 59 in energy. Honestly, if I take that out and throw that on there... Then we have a versatile close-range brawler, which will always be able to put out the 11 DPS. Chance of 25 close in. And just for aesthetics sake, I'm going to slap it like that. We'll be focusing fairly hard on energy. It should work out. These are pretty cheap. We will keep them without a warp drive. Which doesn't mean they can't go interstellar. They just can't go very fast interstellar. But it keeps them cheap. Call it the Gladiator class. Yeah, it's a comfortable, somewhat versatile ship. Let's see if what changes if we smack an opal over that. Yeah, we lose quite a bit. I'll keep it the 119. And it'll let us build up a decent thing that'll let us... They're terrible garrison ships. They're going to be out of place and horribly maneuvered and commanded by incompetent people, so we'll just make them good at a little bit of everything. That way they can die with honor no matter how they fuck up. 23%. What does that even mean? I've never actually looked at this before. Oh, that's cool. So, alright. Gladiator class. This should only take us like 1 or 2 turns to make one of them, right? Yeah, at our current production rate, which we will be upping very quickly. 660. So yeah, within 6 turns we can have a fleet which can vaguely defend us. With the chance of making it even faster. Oh, hacking operation. I forgot about these. We got to... That's right. We go from here. Alrighty. That's just how we'll start it. Little bit of hacking going on, try and get some extra money from the pirates. Pop a fleet down at Lonica. They will be fine. Looks like the Siphonidae have already grabbed this one. Makes sense there. Large science boost to Siphonidae. It's a little bit nerve-wracking if to tell the truth. But I want to see. We might be able to find their homeworld. If we can get those defensive fleets up here, we can interdict that explorer fleet before it finds us.
Speak.
That's next on the list. Is those public-private partnerships. So they will boost our science by 90 when we get it, which will quadruple our science output, effectively. Yeah, actually not even effectively, just kind of will. And we'll get around to building up stuff. There we go, 159 industry. We're just gonna throw the things out there now. Since there are pirates, we should probably invest in actually understanding how to kill things. Toss survival suits in the pile. Don't have a lot of those. I don't know. Well, we'll just see as time develops. I don't need to have my entire science plan figured out. More pirates. Wait, they have anomalies. Gimme your delicious anomalies. probably buy a pirate mark and sick him on Canis. There's no need to do that just yet.
Yeah.
And I'd do it with them anyway. Yeah, there's our 2 ships. Sustainable farms are decent for wild places. Industrialists lead because we're building a ton of industrial stuff. Launch the gladiators. 125 to 200 with a 3,000. Yeah, they're more powerful than a pirate fleet right now. And we'll just have them crawl their way to Lonica, where they will sit forever. Yep. Garrison ships. There we go. And that will take us to effectively allied. And I want them to be allies with me very quickly, because they sit on the giant golden road to home. Which, like, this is a long thing, and to have a friendly civilization at the other end would be a tremendous boon. We would probably assimilate them in the end and use them to take Canis from the Sophanity and turn this giant thing into a long thing. The biggest downside right now is how far in the back we are. What do they want here? Toxic desert. Temperate, fertile, temperate, fertile. We could use some more, I guess. It'll take a while to build up there. And that planet will become important eventually. There it is. That's the Sophan homeworld. This is a long constellation. Hostile presence detected. Alright. Monsoon planet in Hakim. Steal some of their delightful titanium. Make Dimitri even better at growing food and machines. We'll toss the probe off down one and the ship down the other. I think we're going to be tracing this band down in here, and it's going to be a big thing. Sophons could make decent allies. Yeah, there we go. There's that boost to the science I was looking for. We're going to be left a little bit... it's pretty populous. I think I'd like to have it here. toss it down at the bottom. Build 2 more gladiators to deal with the Sofan thing. And our hack is continuing on down towards the pirates. We will reach this before they fire off that big fleet of theirs. Yeah, and we'll just guard it. My favorite part is how the planets, you can slowly see the infrastructure build up as people grow on them. I suppose we should learn to live on lava at some point. We'll get around to it. What's that red mark? The Skev and Ram Scoop would be pretty decent for an early game engine. Costs a lot in industry though. There are some pretty good probe makers out there though, so I'm gonna try and take that one. And there's a plot line that's going on in the background that I've been through quite a few times at this point. Alrighty, let's design some actual ships designed to kill actual things, as opposed to a scout ship with a gun taped to the side that says, "Get off my lawn." There we go. This is a specialized mid-range one. I'm just going to leave it as is. It is good. Escort, I'm going to edit that. And the main reason I'm okay with leaving these ships the way they are is the behavior of these ships is that these are Guardians ships, so this ship will attract fire and be the tank of the group, so putting guns on it's kind of secondary to making this thing impossible to kill. Later on I use them as big-ass troop transports for the thing, because I don't like using battleships for it, because A, it feels kind of corny, but also they have a lot of support slots at the end. When you get there's a specialized hull that uses special resources to make it, it gets real expensive, as opposed to these things which just cost money in industry. But you can make, how do I put it, really good transports out of them with their support slots, which I think I said like 4 times now. Start negotiations and there we go. Use most of our influence, but I want that to rocket up. Within 5 turns I want them to be allied, familiar with me. Ah, damn, they already got it. Oh, we may have to invade these fellas. Oh well, don't fully expect to get it.
Speak.
267. I'm actually going to cancel that gladiator class. You guys bring, because you only have 40 men on board. Do a standard starting fleet of 2 corvettes and an escort, and that'll bring 300 men, and we'll use them to storm the pirate outpost and end the threat to us. Because things are getting a bit out of hand there.
I'll put some boys on it.
Let's see him deal with that. We will have real elections. The industrialists win, and so do the pacifists. Which is hilarious, considering how we just sicked a bunch of bloodthirsty space fish on somebody. So we'll kill these pirates, we'll use these pirates to mess with the Sophanity, who we will probably immediately declare war on. Punisher drives, nice. Money will be hard. Science shouldn't be too difficult. We'll go with Hadri for now. We're going down the weird Sheridan route. Should be 4 turns left until we hack Wrath. I could see reason for that. And yeah, botanical scanning is a good one. Don't need that yet. The Sophanity can be a big threat in the early game. We're just gonna go ahead and throw guard action on that. Keep any pirate menace out. Not really a real fleet, but they really try. Oh yeah, the Sophons get a bonus to production. We need to get a couple more settlers out, actually, now that I think about it. Should put that at the end of the list again. Because of being dumb building a military fleet without building an economy. Pop them in Orm and Lonica. Lanica? 36, 122. I'm gonna go to diplomacy and politely ask the Sophanity to get out of my territory.
Why are you knocking around?
Can't declare peace yet, and we don't really have the thing for it. Well, if we can't do diplomacy, we'll just do old-fashioned diplomacy. We'll see if they stick around. I have to find better tactic cards that let us play the mid-game. But there's those dirty Xenos and our glorious Imperial Scout. I sure hope we don't get our ass kicked. Yeah, we're winning. Probably because we actually spec this thing into killing stuff. We're sort of winning. But he's putting up a fight for what he is. Down to 500. He's down to 200. We may pull it off. Barely. Come on. Get off my lawn. Okay. Yep, garrison ships. They fight honorably at any distance. We need to pick better cards for these things. Where is it at? Shield penetration is decent, but I want gravity distortion. We don't really use shield absorption. They were firing with that, so we're gonna put influence in here. Now we have what? 10 turns until we can change that again. But that should specialize our doctrine a little bit towards how we actually use our ships, and keep the Sophons from watching our every move, and weaken them a little bit. Make them spend their money on something else.
Speak. No such thing as bad business.
Yeah, it's still isn't gonna backfire. Oh, whoop. Let's see. You'll only be able to attack this, reduce pressure, confirm. No.
Your actions will only make the war more painful.
Yeah, okay. They're gonna fortify their systems. I get a little bit of influential pressure on them, which is good, because it means I can start pushing back. Plus 0.1 per turn, for 10 turns. But it does at least send a small diplomatic message that I'm not just gonna take it. We'll put them back in storage. Send the settler over to Small Terran. Tiny ocean. There. We gotta start colonizing more stuff. And then getting actual fleets up and starting to deal with things, and we'll build that eventually. What do I want? I want 7 of them. I have 3. I need 2 more corvettes. And 3 of those. Alright. That'll build a pretty grand early war fleet. We'll keep most of it in storage. I'm going to steal all their science, because I know nothing annoys the Sophon any more than not being allowed to do science. That's a little wild. Didn't expect to find that. Anyway, whoever controls this one, this constellation, so these stars, gets 15% bonus to money income. They churn out a lot of science, but they just don't have the concentrated industrial power of Bundus right now, which is only growing with more stuff. We need to figure out how to colonize lava and throw the Yusho on it, because they get more manpower if they're living in hell. Which is probably due to them not enjoying it more than anything else. I guess it's a good enough reason to learn to live in a lava planet. That's further down the tree, I think, right? There's barren lava, lava, lava. Ash. Then lava, yeah. Most of the plants we can't colonize are... We got a desert, a lava, another lava, some ice planets, snow, 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 frozen. I am gonna go down the cold planet route. I think I'm already on there somewhere. Snow, step, yeah. Because that will open up a range of new colonization opportunities that we can use mostly for science. I'm gonna see if I can't outcompete them for those guys. We're not spending the influence on much else right now. Alright, let's just colonize arid planets. I'm gonna head down to Lonica now. Mostly to prep for colonizing Tylus. And then in 9 turns we should have our actual fleet up. In 4 turns, the fleet we're going to use to start doing stuff. Man, in 2 more turns we should be in on Wrath, and it'll let us take a bunch of their stuff. Wait, ships of Garrison 1. Hold on. Ships of Garrison 1, ships of Garrison 1. First Conquerors, first Protectors. Who's in Garrison 1? Garrison, First Protectors Navy, which I'm guessing is this one. It doesn't matter. We'll go with the influence one for the battle. We'll study it, I guess. I don't know. The fleet's gone. And I think we're coming up on the hour mark, so we will go ahead and put down some piratical scum. See how our fleet does. Hope these things work. I'm actually gonna pause it real quick. Get the free camera. I'm gonna snag me a screenshot. Alright, there we go. I love that I can do that. They're holding up pretty well. One of them's down by a quarter. She's down. Hard target. Two command point ship. Interesting. Oh, nope. Oh, whoops. Well. I guess they'll go guard titless now. Which is fair. We want to clap off this entire thing anyway. Next fleet in 11 turns. Yeah, we want to get out there and start knocking some heads.
I'll do for you.
157 to 72. Yeah, that's already good enough to pretty much overwhelm our little Conqueror's Navy. They'll put up a fight, but they're just terrible garrison ships. They're meant to let us know that something is happening nearby. But I think we should have just... yeah. Nah. Actually, I'm gonna do that and then stage an operation against them real quick. Nice. What does that say? We did... okay, so these are a Hyperion support module. Orm is in 16 turns. Monica will probably take a bit longer. Oh, yeah, that's right. I always forget about that. We'll do it. We'll just do it from our starting home system. Yeah, and they will start tracking it from here. No, you don't. We're gonna go put up a blockade around that outpost. Maybe drop some people. Probably just some pirates installing a backdoor, if I'm honest. I doubt the Siphonides running around doing that. We're going to want some more public-private partnerships. None of these really have anomalies. Probably just build a couple extra ships up there then afterwards, if we don't have something else better to do. Well, I've almost stretched this out to an hour, so I'm actually going to push that up. We'll throw some skills on Dimitri real quick. Can we just leave? I'd rather just leave. Yeah, okay. Well, we just left. How did they get that? Alright, so we just gotta add an extra law and we get that colony. And that could really change how things go in this quadrant. Quadrant? I'm really a quadrant. Stick. We'll call it the stick of the galaxy. What do we need for more laws? Just one more? 3? Yeah, we just need to finish botanical scanning. Alrighty, we'll do that. I'm going to hit the button because otherwise I will forget next turn and it will cause all sorts of problems. They want ignore that. More science, less happiness. More laws and more fast ships for stuff. More food. We'll get that's decent. We're gonna start doing empire-wide things eventually. Go ahead and settle here. Oh, it's an ocean world. That's cool. Where are we? I mean, terrifying, but cool. So now we just throw an extra law in there, maybe more science, more money. More science. What are you guys? Balanced for medium range. We'll fight it, and this will be the last thing we do. I know I said that before, but then I was able to turn the entire strategic balance of power through diplomacy, which I love. And then I gotta get ready for trick-or-treaters because it's Halloween. Welcome to the Empire. We may have killed our pirate mark. We're gonna need some bunkers on there. This is getting complicated. Alrighty, until next time, I've been Tomato, and I will see you in the next part, where things will probably start popping off. You can only intrude so much on random people's stuff, you know, before it does. Alright, see you.